Let's look into the rules for accounting equations. Certain points are given, I have taken out. This will help you as a rule which you have to follow while solving the questions. Like in the first point, you can see here capital. If capital increases, it will be credited. If the part of it is withdrawn, then it's a drawing, hence capital is debited. Similarly, relating to capital, if interest on capital is given in the question, how you have to treat? Interest on capital is an expense for the business, therefore, from the business point of view, profit gets reduced. Whereas, from the other point of view, from the proprietor, as you have aware now, as you are aware about that business and proprietor are two different entities, right? So, from the proprietor views, it is an income, hence, it is added to the capital. Interest on drawing, it's a profit added to the profit. It is an expense for the owner, it is deducted from the capital. So if interest on capital is given, what you have to do, it has to get add, and if it's an interest on drawing is given, what you have to do, it has to be deducted from the capital. Then the second point speaks about the revenue. Capital is increased by the amount of revenue. Revenue is a certain income which incurred on a regular basis, yearly basis, monthly, like in the regular terms, on your day-to-day basis, business transactions. So that things relates to the revenue, whatever income you are getting. So capital is increased by the amount of revenue, and if its expense is given, capital is decreased by the amount of expense. Outsiders equity. When liabilities are increased, outsiders equities are credited. Credited, that means it will be added. I have put a plus mark here. And when liabilities are decreased, outsiders liabilities are debited, putting a minus mark here. Assets. For the assets, if there is an increase in assets, definitely debited to the assets accounts. And if there is a decrease in the asset, it will be credited in the asset account, because by nature asset has always a debit balance. So if it's increased, it will added or it will be debited. Whereas in the capital, what happens? If capital is increased, it will be credited. If it's decreased, then it will be debited. Then there are certain cases of possibility, like one asset increases and decreases in another asset, one asset decreases and other asset increases, one liability increases and other liability decreases.